Is it more racially insensitive if you don't recognize an accent?
I can't remember the show.
No, but I'm saying...
I can't remember Ferb's
in
accent.
In general, though.
Ferb didn't speak, though.
Yeah, great. Yeah. His accent was silence.
Nah, like, Phineas I remember because he was annoying, and I feel like I remember Candace. But the rest of them I don't remember.
Yeah.
And Perry the Platypus.
Yeah. What was Perry's accent, bro?
Platypus.
Oh, pussy?
Yeah, and also the dude that was against Perry the that guy.
The doctor, what was his name?
Dr. Doofenshmirtz or something, something like that.
He was
He was a really bad guy. Like, he just didn't do very well. Hey, like
I think that was the whole premise of the show, was he was not supposed to succeed.
But I feel like sometimes you got to make those people succeed. Sometimes in life, you know.
They kind of did, like in a few ways. Like sometimes they did, but not to any extent where like Perry loses. Like he gets caught. Or some shit goes down.
Yeah, but then he gets caught, like, he explaining...
He escapes.
No, but he explains his elaborate plan to Perry before doing the plan.
Yeah.
And then Perry's like, oh, okay, cool, I know the plan. And then Perry, like, you know, fine. Somehow he leaves the door open.
Yeah.
Perry's escaped the cage.
Yeah.
Don't know how.
Yeah.
Fair play to Perry. Shout out Perry the Platypus.
Shout out Perry the Platypus.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to...
Episode 106.
106.
It's time to get into it.
To get into what?
The pod.
Oh,
the news. The news show that is. Yeah. What do you? So what's Naruto
so
done for you this week?
get up.
Is it Naruto?
Yeah, it's from Naruto. Yep. So
Okay.
it's basically a Nakatsuki like coat, whatever. I guess.
And I've dressed up as his villain, a guy that gets pussy.
Yeah, a guy that lives that likes 3D women. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I've come up against I've dressed up as his worst nemesis.
Actually, would it be 5D? Because it's like they're physical. They're like.
What's after the 4? Fourth? Like that's coming at you, right?
4 is like you can feel like some like 4D is like if you're at the cinemas and you're sitting in the chair and the chair's
moving,
and you're hearing like you're feeling like rain.
You get some slaps.
Yeah, like the water gets splashed on you or some shit.
Yeah.
Right, but 5D I think is like when you can touch back or grab back.
It's what One Direction should have been called, 5D, because there was like 5 of them, wasn't there? 5D instead of 1D. It's a strange name for a band, One Direction.
I think they were trying to say One Direction as in like these guys were all from different, like they all started off
different
by
areas,
themselves,
but like they all going in one direction.
They're all going in one direction. Yeah.
Seems, is that crazy that they were created from like that was from fucking England's Got Talent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Britain's Got Talent.
England's
Got
just
Talent.
We don't take any of the Welsh.
You're like, fuck these Irish, these Welsh, these Scottish, fuck them all.
It's just England's Got Talent. They were all English, though, aren't they?
Bro,
I don't think it's Zayn. Zayn's probably got something spicy in him.
Yeah, for sure.
Harry
Styles.
People love Harry Styles.
Yeah, because he's like ambiguous with the way he dresses as well. You know, he wears like skirts and stuff.
Yeah. Do you reckon
he's very Dave Bowie-esque in that sense?
Yeah. He got in trouble for
androgynous. Is it androgynous? That's how you say it. Androgynous.
He got in trouble for queer baiting.
Right, I saw that.
Like, yeah, which is like...
That's a thing?
Yeah, I think so. Because, like, apparently you can't do things unless you're gay. Crazy. Okay. Wait, that's a bit wild, don't you think?
Crazy how they've been given so much power, and that's why I've dressed up as the Akatsuki.
No, but do you not think that's
because
just,
I'm coming for society. I'm changing all the rules.
Isn't that like what
we're
they
going
fight
back
against?
To homophobia. We're going back to racism. We're going back to hate. We need to reform. We need to reform these ideas.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
Make evil great again.
Fair.
Because like without the balance of, because like all of these people, you know, they're so good. They're all saints and martyrs, you know, like they're all changing society for the better, you know. You can't say these things. You can't do these things. You know what I mean? Like they're great people, you know, and like they all have so much power, and they stand up for what they believe, and they have the courage to write it on their Twitter blogs.
Very courageous.
You know what I mean?
Very courageous.
I could never do that. That's why I'm always in the shadows and in the dark plotting, you know, behind. You know, and because I'm a leech, you know, that's what we do. We feed off hate. We feed off, you know, chaos. And these great brave people that stand up for something, you know, I need to destroy a few of
And
them.
what's your first plan
to
of
cause
action?
back balance?
What's your first plan?
That's
of
the
action?
balance of the universe.
What's your
good
plan
and
of
evil.
action? What's your first plan of action?
I guess I'm gonna queer bait from now on.
Yeah, okay. I could see you doing that.
Like when I see a cute guy, I'll go kitty.
How are you gonna dress?
The same as always, but instead of like,
I think maybe crop your
no,
shirts.
ready. I was just about to say, I'll purposely wear like, no, I won't crop my shirts, but I'll purposely wear size S. So when I lift my arms up and
show a
stuff,
little bit of belly?
it shows belly. But guess what else it's gonna show? Instead of wearing normal underpants, I'm gonna wear a G-banger.
Ooh.
And it's gonna show it on the back.
And it's
like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
so
yeah.
when I see a hottie, I'll go like this.
Oh, that's popular now. How like bringing your underwear up to your fucking
Yeah, the
ribcage.
G-banger. Yeah,
like fucking
girls. And have you realized that all bikini photos are like, you never see the bikini where it's like usually meant to be.
Yeah,
They just always just pull it
Pull
up
it
here,
up.
like fucking give
Giving
themselves a
themselves
wedgie.
fucking
Yeah,
badge
yeah,
wedgie.
yeah.
Like, fucking, that's the
Trying
new
to
trend.
show off that fucking pussy stain. You
Or
know?
there are bikinis out there now that I've seen that do their best to show absolutely nothing like but the flaps. Like they're a bikini. Like I think nowadays you should be able to go to the beach, right? And if you just put a sticker over your private parts,
Right.
you should be fine.
You should be fine.
You should be fine because like that's literally.
Or if you
all-
just cup your hand.
yeah, like well, but the problem with that is that like what if someone move like what if you have to remove your hand? You got to have
You
arm
don't.
strength. Yeah, but like
Or you learn how to do it in such a quick way that they only see an after image of the pussy. They never see the real thing.
yeah, I get ya. I think it's so popular now. Like I think there should be vagina stickers.
There is.
Is there? So you can buy vagina stickers. So you can just put a vagina sticker over vagina, and then you can, because then you can walk around. Because like you never see the asshole, right? Because you're walking and it's like between the ass cheeks, so you never really see the asshole.
Depends.
Unless you're bending over or something.
No, depends.
So you're saying there has to be a sticker
I've
over
seen-
the asshole as well?
I've seen it legitimately depends on the shape of your ass. Because
yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen some people's asshole
Where it's just like I get what you
where they stand like this.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The arsehole's not a very advertising place, is it? It's quite a like doomy, gloomy hole.
For me, it depends.
Yeah. It has to be well looked.
It can look
after.
cute.
I do get you mean. I don't. You know what I don't
It
like
looks
is
like a
when
balloon.
it
It looks like a balloon hole.
Yeah. When it like does that little like it like pulses a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen?
Oh,
like,
when it comes out a little bit. Like
Yeah.
almost-
Like when it's like it looks.
That's
like,
also another
makes me,
thing I
like,
was
stretch.
never attracted to, which I realized a lot of people love in porn.
What?
Gaping.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
anal gaping. Oh, ew!
Ew, it's
What is that? Pull that
disgusting.
back in. It looks like an earthworm.
It's disgusting.
It looks
Hey,
like an
I hate it.
earthworm
I
coming
hate
out of
it.
an asshole. And it's like, and some guys will like, I've seen. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
go
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't-
shit,
I
man,
don't
need
get
to.
that.
I need to. I seen a video once. Just the preview, because I didn't even click it. I just seen the preview. The guy was like, she gaped her hole out like that.
Yeah.
And the guy was just like eating the gaping hole.
Dude,
and I was like, oh.
That's the same sort of thing with like fisting. I thought back in the day. Fisting
Yeah, I don't
was
find fisting-
unbelievable. What type of challenge are you trying? Like,
Have you ever
like,
seen a foot?
No, I
Oh,
see, like that's just
dude, I
bizarre.
saw
Like,
that
what are you
once.
trying to achieve? Like,
It's not. It's just like I don't find like obviously someone finds it attractive because it pops up enough.
Yeah,
but I don't
they
even
got
like
views.
watching.
They got
It's
views.
funny because I don't really even like watching anal that much.
I don't. I never watch anal.
I'm
The
not. really
vagina
an
is just
anal
a
guy.
more fuckable
it
thing.
Looks prettier.
It looks and it looks.
and
more
you know what it is as well when it goes like sometimes you know like I know I'm gonna go in detail but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, go for it.
You know that part when like when the dick's getting pulled out and the vagina's almost like grabbing onto it still. And
Yeah,
you can see
yeah.
a bit of the vagina almost like kind of like.
Yeah.
It almost looks like an octopus like sucking on.
Yeah,
your shit.
like with its like.
Right,
like,
yeah, like
yeah,
you know who,
yeah.
and only specific like women with bitches. I retracted it. I don't know why I retracted it. What the bitches? I'll go say. Riley Reid has one of those pussies where it's almost just looks like it's a suction cup.
Yeah. I think she's developed that. I think she would.
Right, I
it
think
looks like-
she's able to like almost like
Grip.
hold
Yeah.
your cock almost every time, and that's why it almost looks like it's coming out every time. And I don't know, man. Look, she has a pretty face, but her body's so average, right? And
We were
why
literally
is she
talking
so
before.
popular? Why is she so popular? Because of her pussy.
And I think she's just outrageous. I think as well. It
She
helps
is, yeah.
break down.
She loves gangbangers.
Yeah,
and
she loves
shit.
all the wild shit.
But that's why people love that Chech. What's her name? Adriana Chechnik.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know the one that
Yeah,
had
I
broke her back at that convention?
No, I've never heard about this.
Oh, what, you haven't heard about this? So she went to a Twitch convention.
Yeah.
And she did a leap into splits.
Yeah.
Into this foam pit, and the foam pit was so shallow.
Oh yeah, I have heard about this.
She broke her back.
Wait, so is she now wheelchair bound?
For now, I think, but I think she'll be able to walk again. But I don't know if she's going to be able to do porn again.
I don't think you can break your back and
But
walk
have
again.
you seen the type of porn she does?
No.
Oh, she's really famous for hardcore, they'll spit on her, beat her,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's the type where she'll be getting fucked and she'll be doing this. She's like,
Yeah, she's going.
she's asking for it. She's like a dog, you know?
Yeah, I think Riley Reid would do that kind of shit though as well.
Not as crazy as this chick. I can tell by her eyes that she's getting
Do you think the Riley
Reid
Reid shit with fans is real?
when she fucks fans?
Yeah.
Uh,
Her stories about her fucking fans.
I think some of it's true.
Because I do think, as much as I would love to say she's telling the truth, I do also think that publicity is very good for
I
just
think
having
some
fans, if that makes
some
sense.
porn stars actually do it, so I wouldn't be surprised if she did it as well.
Yeah.
But she has a husband now, so I don't
She
know.
wouldn't now, yeah, because I don't think she has.
But
casual
before,
sex like
I'd
that.
say so, because there's been porn stars known to do it.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I was just thinking about it,
Yeah,
like
it's kind of crazy, right?
crosses my mind sometimes, just so.
If you could,
Maybe.
right? If you could, which porn star would you fuck? If you just had a chance, if it was just she just hit you up legit and was like, "I love your videos."
I think I'm just thinking about which one I like the most. It probably is Autumn Falls, in terms of who I'd have to like. That's who I'd pick.
I know who I'd pick for sure.
I'm trying to think. There's another chick that I've watched recently. I say recently, it's the most recent one I've watched, because I haven't watched porn in ages. But I can't remember her name. Her name was Angel. I don't know if you know her. Do you know anyone with
Oh yes, I know who you're
blonde?
talking about.
I think
The blonde one. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah. She was before my quitting of porn, which I've been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
For she was the last one that I was like, oh, okay, so she might be top of my list just for how recency bias. Recency bias.
With my recency bias would be Sky Bree, but my overall, I think it would definitely be April Olsen.
Yeah. Okay. We love the weather / months.
Yeah. Just like I used to like Autumn Amez.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
Autumn. No, is it August Amez?
Winter
Okay,
bottom.
your porn star name has to be either a month or a season, and then whatever, or the other way around, something, and then autumn fall is both. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So I mean, if I'm going for autumn fall is literally the same thing. It's like saying winter cold. Yeah, it's like the same sort of thing. Hot summer, it's the same. Honestly, it's like
Hot summer is a cool one.
it's hot summer. It is not bad.
Hot summer.
No, first time it was hot summer. Icy winter as well works kind of weirdly. Icy winter works. I think is more masculine as well, because you think of like ice, like hardness. You know.
What
as a man? You know? Summer hotness is like.
What about December blizzard?
That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm trying.
No, not November.
Yeah, March works. March is a good month to work into it.
April Fool.
That's too close to Fools though.
I know.
Yeah,
That's the point.
Yeah. Good. My porn star name would be Jack.
Really? You keep your name?
I'd keep my first name.
So wack.
I keep my first name, but I
Wouldn't you want an artist name? Wouldn't it be funny if you could just
No,
obviously
no, I don't want an artist name.
for porn? If I'd want one for sure.
I don't know if I do. Do you know that this is an
The
interesting
only
thing, right?
place I'd ever use my real name, I think,
Yeah.
would be if I did stand up.
Yeah, fair enough. I would use my real name for pretty much everything, I think. But that's only because
You live in a white world where your name is one of the most used names in the world.
No, more so because it's also not. My last name's alright. My last name disbands.
Okay, fuck your last name. What about your first name, motherfucker? Jack is like legitimately so basic.
Yeah, I know. I mean, no, it's the second most popular behind Muhammad. Surely.
Hey Google. What's the number one most popular name in the world?
Sorry, I didn't understand, but I found something related. Do you want to know what is the number one most popular name 2022?
Yes.
On
So
the
she
website
understood.
babycenter.com, they say, most popular baby names of 2022. The results are in, and Olivia and Liam are still the most popular baby names, topping the list after also reigning supreme in 2021.
Wow.
Who the fuck is calling their son Liam nowadays?
Wow, Liam.
Fucking hell. Olivia, I kind of get, but like fucking Liam.
Liam Neeson changed the world, bro.
Doesn't he want to beat up black guys?
Liam? Why would Liam beat up black guys?
Which Neeson brother? What Neeson is it then?
Liam Neeson.
The guy that was in the Taken.
Why would he beat up blacks? He wasn't beating black people.
Did you not know his? Do you not know like?
Oh, about his real thing in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that dude. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what do you mean in real life? What fantasy world were you living in?
So I thought you were legit talking about his movies and stuff.
No.
That's
No,
crazy.
his real life stuff. Which, do you know that's really weird because like there's the way people like shame certain people for saying something vaguely like racist or like homophobic or like xenophobic or anything, right? He was something that was like I've never seen before done, where he came out because something was kind of probably eating away at him. Where he was like, this is how I felt,
Right.
and this is what I did.
Right.
And he like openly shamed himself and was like, I'm ashamed of what I did, and I don't, and like it's something. But people were like, no, because he still did it. But if someone did the thing like on camera, people found out they did it. But then he goes, I'm a changed man. I'm sorry. They would probably feel better about it if that makes it like. It's such a strange like attitude people had to because that's never happened before. No one's ever said I had racist tendencies. No one's ever come out to like did that like has done that like he did. Right. And it was just such a weird reaction to like something. But it is a weird thing to say. It's, like, you know, would you keep that keep that quiet? Or would you come out?
Well, I've exposed myself before in this podcast and said I did have like racist tendencies when I was younger.
Yeah, because you came from.
Born, you got to understand that like
yeah.
the way the places I live and like the things that I learned and the things that I was exposed to was very minimal and very like strict in a way where the culture was like so kind of like my people and where I'm from are very much like rugged and kind of just like they're very persistent on one idea and they're very direct with what they think and what they say.
Yeah.
So majority of society sticks to these specific like primordial ideas.
It's also like you don't even have any like.
Well, we don't have any.
You don't have any influence to go elsewhere.
Exactly. And
it's like it's when
I lived with just Serbian people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was no one else around.
You didn't see people. Yeah.
Right. You didn't see people of different color. You might have heard different people with different culture, but that's about it. Like you never saw anything else.
Yeah, no.
And so when I moved here, obviously my tendencies changed because I realized I met people that were different races and I realized, oh my God, like people are exactly the same as me. Like there's absolutely no difference.
Yeah.
And then with like homophobia, like there was an early onset of homophobia, which I like for sure felt because like back home, especially when I was younger, the place was now I think it's changed up a bit. The place was extremely homophobic back then.
Yeah. And
like,
were they homophobic without like even knowing as well though? Because like did they just
No, they pushed back.
So were there gay people in the village?
I didn't know any. And if there was, it would be like people would like hide it.
Yeah. Okay. So
it wasn't a safe place to admit it.
What were they like? Was it like things on TV? Was it like what?
Everything in general. Well, like I mean, like the number one of the most used slurs against someone is like you'd call them a peder. which is a faggot.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not that
That's
wasn't
crazy,
too
then.
similar here. It was probably very similar here, but it's way more like
Because being gay feels like a
Imbe-
very
over
modern
there
term,
it was
you know?
way more embedded in the society because people over there are quite traditional and religious, right?
Yeah.
And due to that, it's like, okay, man and a woman, and that's it. That's all you can create, and everything else is wrong and disgusting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that Serbs have a very rough opposition on everything. It's kind of like, okay, this is what we believe, and everything else, yeah, you might think it's right, but really it's not right. Right?
Yeah.
And so unless you're faced with like other opportunities and you get to see the rest of the world and experience other people that might have a different race, they might have a different culture, they might have a different sexuality, that just different to you in any just physical way, I guess. You start to realize, oh my God, like all of these prejudices that you had were only created because you didn't really even have an example.
Yeah.
Of what that person was like. All you heard was, oh, these people are like this.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to think that way, right?
You've never seen otherwise.
Yeah, if you only
And then, like I said, if someone was gay, they'd hit it. They for sure hit it.
Yeah.
Because it was not a thing that was like, I bet if someone like back when I was like in because I only went in year 1 and 2 back then.
Yeah.
If anyone came out as like, if it was a guy and came out liking boys, like that person would have been completely roasted. You know what I mean? Like by the boys at least.
But you wouldn't even. Would they be roasted or would they legit just be beaten up? Like surely they'd probably just get beaten up, right?
Yeah.
Like right. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking even if I went even if me in like the youngest years of school. I think at my age, which would have been like when I was like 5 and shit, so it would have been like in 2004.
Yeah.
I think if any child was like that gay, yeah, they'd probably like not even said it, but like they acted like they were just flamboyant.
Right.
They probably would have got beaten up. They probably would have got beaten up.
Well, yeah, people got beat up for being flamboyant.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like,
you know what I mean? I got terrorized for being a kid with glasses and an eye patch.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
That
was
weird,
my
though.
difference.
That
was my that made me weird. Just that physical difference. And so like,
what's weird, right? So you had your word for like being a faggot back then,
right?
Like so that's crazy to think those people back then had words for that. So it would have because being gay feels like a modern thing, right? Like
which is not. It's been gone. It's been happening for thousands.
Since.
And the crazy thing is, it keeps it keeps like I guess the acceptance and support of it keeps shifting back and forth because in the early like Roman and ancient Greek times, it was also a normal thing. Like and rulers had both wives and husbands, so it was like it wasn't frowned upon whatsoever.
Yeah, I was gonna say back then they probably would have been more open just to fuck whatever you want. Dude,
male Spartans used to go to war and used to fuck each other because they didn't see homosexuality as like they didn't see it as like, I can only like women.
But Big Mitchell down the pub, he won't fucking have it. He's not fucking having none of that because he's not like
he never went to fucking war, mate. He never fucking.
I'm not fucking that guy.
Hey, man, fucking you what? You gonna gain string from your semen, eh?
But
hey, fucking. You what? You gonna fucking protect him on battlefield because
you have him, Antiochus, the fucking what's his name? The fucking Roman emperor.
Do you think
he was loving it?
Can we actually? I want to ask a question. I want to ask a serious question.
Ask me whatever you want.
Do you believe it worked? What the Spartans did? So what the reason they would have sex with each other before the night of the battle was to like share obviously the pheromones, the energy, also to make love with the person that you're gonna protect tomorrow. Because if you connect your bodies in that sense, then it's like you almost will protect that person way more rather than just a normal.
I can see the logistics of it. Definitely, I can definitely see like what the leader was thinking. I can definitely think in a scenario that works. I would be intrigued to know if he maybe got women involved, if maybe they would have felt more like. Imagine you're in the trenches, And
Well, society was still very unequal in
I
terms
know,
of men and women back then.
I know. But say exact. But this
Isn't
kind
that crazy? Homosexuality was more.
This kind of works for this. What this could have worked, right? Like this. Hear me out. You're in the trenches, right? And then all of a sudden you see like all of your wives and like mistresses and girlfriends, whatever you're with at the time, go into the enemy trenches, and you're like, oh no, my love. But because they're unequal, they put them in grave danger because now they've just got all our women. Do you think they would have been more like active towards going fuck and like full of adrenaline?
Okay,
Because you would have got your big
shit. But why would you give away your own women?
Because first of all, they're not equal. So if they die,
Oh right, true. I forgot.
See, it's
And,
a double.
Like,
it's
you're
a
already
win.
fucking Dave in your tent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And like Dave treats you way better. than
Dave
your
gives
stupid
better
wife.
head. Dave gives better head.
And treats you better than your stupid fucking
Yep.
wife.
Yep. So and he's
Plus-
cooler. He's cooler. He plays games.
Right.
He plays
my,
games.
With my butthole because there was
yeah.
no games at that time. You
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Right.
He plays tug of war.
You
down
know,
at the
there was
pub.
like a systematic, like almost pedophilia back then in ancient Greece. So like, not in every city, but there was. I can't remember exactly which city, but it was like,
Like the one in Hollywood?
Well, yeah. So they kind of kept up with the ancient. So like, I don't get why Hollywood and like all of these politicians get blamed for all of this pedophilia. It's like it's been
going on
happening
for
for
years.
thousands of years. Just let it be, man.
This is the way we are.
Look, I think people should just be grateful that they didn't get raped. You know what I mean? Just like let that little fucking whoever, fucking Stacy from fucking her parents are dead. Who cares?
if
She's
you
an
got to
orphan.
be on a
Just let
movie
her
with
get
Matt
raped.
Hardy, would you let him touch you?
Who?
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy.
What's
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, sorry. I'm Matt
Oh
Hardy.
yeah,
the
I'd
WWE.
let him.
the
I'd let him.
No, the WWE wrestler.
Oh yeah, I'd let him use his moves on me and then just rip through me.
yeah.
Through me like a fucking pope.
And then Jeff
through-
Hardy
through
Swanton
three
bombs you.
fucking new little fucking
from like the top.
new little kids.
Nah,
in
yeah,
church.
yeah. So you would. Fair enough. I respect that. I respect anything to get a role. Like especially like say you're like second lead, like he's lead. Is it called co-lead? What's it called?
Supporting actor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who? When does supporting actor stop?
What?
Like so, say you've got your main lead role.
What the fuck are you talking
Say
about?
you got your main role, your lead role.
How do you think movies work?
I have no idea. What do you think? You think I?
Supporting actor just means the person that's on screen the second, like the most. Like
Okay,
out of the
okay.
two.
Who's
And
the third?
They could finish the fucking.
See, this is why you don't even listen to what I have to say,
Okay, go ahead.
and then you make stupid assumptions.
Go.
What is the third person called then? Also a supporting actor?
Yes.
So okay, thank you. Then when does it stop becoming a supporting actor?
I guess it's based on screen time.
Okay. See, it was a genuine
an
question.
extra then.
I didn't know. Yeah, that's what I was trying to find. So does extras have lines sometimes, right? Sometimes they'll have one line possibly.
Right. Yeah. You could be an extra and just be like, "Hey, what are you doing over there?"
Yeah. Always to see me. Yeah, I get you. So, okay. So you have to have like a prominent continuation in the movie, I guess, to be a supporting actor, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, I get you.
Yeah.
I get
Your
you.
role has to somehow interlink with the main actor's role.
Okay.
So you like cause a chemical reaction within the movie with the person.
If you
know what I mean?
say you're in the next what's it called, Hangover movie, right? The
Right.
next Hangover movie, you get like you're in 2 scenes. Do you take your family to go watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big deal.
Especially since I've never done a fucking huge movie.
Yeah, and it's a good movie. You have a big laugh. Anyway.
Right,
Yeah,
and if I'm in the screen at least twice, it's like, who cares? Like, I'm in the
at
screen.
least 2 times throughout the day, you get people go, "Oh my God, it's happening!" It's me."
well, fucking, I'll look them, and if someone's like, "Well, you only get like 5 minutes screen time," and I'll be like, "How much screen time did you get?"
Oh, actually, 20 minutes. I was supporting role.
Yeah, supporting role in, a
Supporting
fucking,
lead.
in a fucking gay porno. Imagine being a supporting role.
What
in a
is
gay
the one movie if you could you would love to put yourself in? What would be your ideal That's already happened.
with my current physique and looks now, or
You can be I'll give you the opportunity to bulk up and or either slim down, which.
Oh, okay, so I can like even
But-
do biopic.
But no, but like you'd have to be you, so it has to look like you, but
does
a
it-
bulky version of you. If you were
Right.
to put on
No,
your
but I can't like if I'm doing a biopic or whatever the fuck they call it, a biopic.
Biopic. I don't know. What it is.
And I'm trying to look like someone else. What if like they put makeup on me and shit? Like
You can't make it, but it's still gonna have to look like you.
nah, but like if I want to look like, what if I'm the Batman and I barely take my mask off?
But yeah, that's fine. You can be Batman.
Okay. It wouldn't be that though.
You would have to put on size for Batman. Just to let you know, and possibly some stilts.
I'm trying to think.
And part of me for
honestly
slouching,
might
but it's
say-
sweaty in here.
I might say Braveheart.
Yeah, okay. And who are you replacing? Like, I've not
the-
watched Braveheart.
Oh, Mel Gibson,
Yeah, okay.
and he's
People might actually
he's
like
William-
that because
William
people don't
Wallace.
Yeah, okay.
No.
People
The
don't like.
reason I'm replacing is because we need another Jew hater in there as well. You know.
Interesting.
Right.
I'd probably be like the stretchy man from Fantastic Four.
Actually, you know what?
I get to fuck
I'd be
Jessica
the new
Alba.
Batman. I'd
I
be
get to
the
fuck
new.
Jessica Alba.
No. I'd be the new Batman, replacing what's his name? Fucking. I was gonna say Robert Baratheon. That's Game of Thrones. A fucking Twilight vampire guy.
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. I replaced him not because he didn't do a well role, not because I don't. The movie was great actually. No, I just wanted to kiss Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, so I can
Hold her.
I can
And hold her.
hold her close.
I don't even want to. I don't care about the kiss as much as just being able to hold her.
Yeah,
You know, just to feel that
her,
intimacy.
feel her, and like not know that she has to have felt something at one point towards you.
Right.
Because like,
Do you know what I think sometimes? I swear to God, I feel like if you. Well, let me explain myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say two scenarios, right? One scenario is you're just hanging out with a chick and you're sitting next to each other and you kind of just go for a kiss and you like kiss her on the lips.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, like that was sweet, like romantic, huh?
Yeah.
What if, like, you know, you're walking like down the street and like something happens or like something happens between you two and like you kind of like it makes it awkward and like you just like grab her by the hip, like but like pull her in, like and then like hold her there and just like stare at her and say something. I feel like that would like hit the heart way more than just like a.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like something would like something. Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Because that's like those like you know there's like fucking
There's like heart-stopping moments.
yeah
like
oh
gasp.
my god like he like the way he you know because like I've heard women say the way he just like took me in or like grabbed me
yeah,
or like
I get it.
hugged me. They say that a lot
Yeah.
more than like oh the way he just like fucking
The way you laugh.
put fucking threw his fucking tongue in there, spat in my mouth 3 times and called me a dirty whore.
It's more of the
That
it's the meaning behind something.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like there's this weird feeling I have or like think about sometimes with how people interpret certain situations. So
Right.
like I was just thinking then like remember do you remember in our high school, right? Remember when we had that dance and we had like training for it?
right.
Remember how? So essentially, to break this down, what we did, everyone was in this massive gymnasium,
Yeah,
and
it
we
was
all
swap
got in a
partners.
big circle.
Yeah.
And to save any awkwardness, everyone just had to go with everyone, and every like however long it just like the people in the inside switched over, and
Yeah,
moved over.
yeah, moved
so
over
every
next.
guy danced with every
Every
girl.
girl, yeah.
And it
but
was
within that circle only.
yeah. Because it was different classes, right?
Yeah,
it was different classes
yeah.
together. But to be fair, weird, but also kind of like interesting. Like,
It was cool because like it'd be like the lotto, like you'd for like like
but
for
not
the-
at the same time. Because
like
you get
for
the good
3
and you get
girls
the
in a
bad.
row, you're like, man, this like I hope one of them feels something. And then the 4th one is like, man, can
Hey,
this
next,
time just
next,
go?
next.
Oh, you trying to slip? Like you trying to get past that one extra chick?
Wait, that
you're like,
bit
oh
of-
shit, sorry, I didn't see. Oh,
that
my
bit of the
apologies.
dance, you're just a bit more awkward. You start, oh shit.
Yeah,
like,
you're
know,
stiffer.
You're stiff, you know.
You almost don't want to touch her hand because you can like feel like the
and
grossness.
then your girl comes up and you full on fucking.
Oh, you're doing the cha-cha-cha. She's like, oh, this isn't part of the dance. You're like, oh, sorry, I'm so creative.
So, oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I just do, I do ballroom when I'm at home.
Yeah, that was. I just remembered that then, but like that feeling,
Right?
Like,
It was more intense.
no, but also just the idea that at that point in time, right? I remember.
Do you remember your first hookup? I don't.
My first hookup. Who would it have been? No.
I have a vague idea of who I thought it might be. when I was like 13.
Do you have
12,
any? Do you have?
12 or 13.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What was that like? Was that like a proper hookup? Was it like what were you like?
Yeah, but I feel it's so vague that I don't know whether it was real or like whether it was like a dream.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. Sometimes I mix my past with dreams all the time.
Right.
But I'm just like, and like it's
And you don't know whether it's real or
'Cause
not.
it's
And you don't
sometimes-
ever and I never want to like say it because I'm like it's one of those things where I'm not sure about.
sometimes as well. It feels like when you're replaying it in your head, you're like, this feels too unrealistic, so it might be a dream.
But then
like-
again, it might be remembered almost as a dream because it was one of those experiences where
100%.
after it you were like euphoric.
Yeah.
And euphoria sometimes can blur.
Yeah, blur lines.
Reality.
Yeah, blurs everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, like with the like every single one of those girls, like after say one, you've danced with a girl and she's moved on.
Right.
There was definitely parts of my brain that, like, thinking about it now, back then, like I wasn't even thinking about the girl that's in front of me now because I was like, I wonder what she's fucking like.
Right.
How did that?
Did you ever
interaction-
end up using like? Did we dance? Did we ever end up using those dance?
We were
moves?
supposed to, right? We were supposed to then go to the dance thing and actually do the dances at that event. Remember
Right,
that? I think
right.
it was in like year 10.
It was year 10. It was like the dinner dance.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
we-
Yeah, and it was the most stupid thing I've ever seen in my life.
Did we dance?
I don't think anyone
I don't
did. I
think
think most
we
people just sat
danced.
down in their chairs and ate
Right.
food. Like, everyone was like, nah, I'm good.
True. It was like
Fuck.
only because I was gonna say people did dance, I think, but I didn't dance.
Yeah, it wasn't something where like
I
you
was
would dance.
I was tuning at the time.
Oh yeah, you were,
I was
you
tuning
were busy.
hard.
You
I
busy
was
working.
tuning.
Busy
I was
working.
I saw something I liked and I was like, damn.
You would dance with her for 2
Oh,
minutes.
no,
and
no,
you-
no, I didn't dance with her. No, she was sitting down. I was like, damn, I ain't up for dancing tonight.
No, but like in the like you were dancing with her a little bit. You warmed her up. You know, that's where you buttered her up a little bit.
No, I didn't. She wasn't in my dance
Damn,
class.
that's
thing.
unfortunate. Imagine that you just got the worst dance class. Like all
Mine was
fucking-
not too bad.
Yeah,
And one
okay.
of them was one of the girls that I was like into at the time as well. So I was like, oof.
Yeah, this is. How much would you have loved that 2 minutes? Hey.
Oh, it was the best.
Or you would have just loved it. No,
Every week I was looking forward to that fucking dance class.
Yeah, you're like when it got announced, you're kind of like fuck. But you're like, wait, the one
Wait a second.
you hate the other 20 minutes or the other hour.
Wait a minute,
but that
nutty?
2 minutes, you're like, this is my time.
Yeah,
this is my
exactly.
time. I can prove.
And in those 2 minutes, the good thing was it got weird in a weird way. It's like speed dating,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And some of those girls warmed me up for the big game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah, I get you. And every girl
And you know
after
how
it got nothing.
And you know how I knew I was doing well?
Yeah.
Was like when you make them laugh and like make them laugh genuinely.
Yeah. They were
Within
like,
those 2 minutes.
you can tell by them being happier when they came in than
Yeah.
when they left.
Yeah.
That's how I judged
Yeah,
it because
yeah.
so I remember.
Well, yeah, because you go around.
Because you had a guy next to you.
Yeah.
See, the thing what you should have done is stand next to the fucking duttiest man in the building, and like you just then
every time,
every
yeah.
girl's like, oh, what the fuck. Oh, it's you. Like, because
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
thinking they don't give a fuck about you. They're just like, wow, compared to this last.
I don't know, honestly remember the guy.
I can't remember either. I can't either because I was kind of focusing on other
Yeah,
shit.
the girls.
I just remembered that was quite.
Do you have
funny.
anything?
I don't really have too much. My life has been infatuated this week because like I am quitting my job. So,
Yeah.
and it's fucking crazy. So like Christmas is coming up. Do you get Christmas like do you get Christmassy?
No, especially because we celebrated 2 weeks after.
Yeah. You always celebrate around my birthday.
Yeah.
It's normally like the day of or like a day after like of my birthday.
Yeah. So it's. Oh, is it?
Are you trying to get my birthday? Or
No, I'm trying to get Christmas. Fuck! I'm so bad with this shit. I'm so bad with dates. See, I can't even remember what. I think 6th is the Christmas Eve,
Yeah, that's my birthday.
and then Christmas is the 7th.
Yeah,
I
I'm pretty
think-
bad with dates as well.
I
I'm
think-
pretty terrible with dates. Like, I remember your birthday this year. Harry messaged and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, for a while
I was in the Gold
For a
Coast.
while, I thought your birthday was the what did I think it was? The 18th.
Yeah.
But I was mixing it up with my little brothers, which is March 18th, I
Yeah.
think. I think it's March.
I remember
Wait, it is March.
I
It
remember
is.
my families. I remember my families.
I tried to, but the only one I really easily... I always remembered my mum because my mum was always important to me from the fucking get-go.
yeah.
Um,
See, that's
I
crazy.
only
You can remember him if you want to. See, that's
yeah,
like-
but that's
the
because
problem.
when I was younger, I really wanted to remember my mum's birthday.
Yeah.
So it's if I really sit down and tell myself a few times,
Yeah.
and like the and obviously this will also show my selfishness. The only other people's birthdays I remembered for a very long time, other than my mum's, was people's birthdays that were born in November as well.
Okay, yeah.
Because that was
January's
easy
a lot,
for me.
January's a lot easier.
Because then it's like, oh, they're born in the same month as me,
or just close,
but just different dates. So my stepsister was 10th, and my cousin was 28th.
Yeah, okay.
So no, I always remember theirs because it was close to mine. I was like, well,
I get you with that. I'm with you on that. Dates aren't like, I don't think it's too important, right? Like, I don't put too much value on it. Yeah. Like, I think maybe some people do.
I don't.
I think people you're close. I think people you're close to probably do. Like to be. Like, I only remember yours because it's your part. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna. Yeah. I shouldn't have said that.
It's my what?
It's your password.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah. You might need to change that now eventually. Nah. Someone steals your phone, then they just have to look up your date of birth.
Where are they gonna find that? Facebook.
Anywhere, like I think Facebook could find.
Find it somewhere.
Yeah. And also, they know your birthday. They would have known your birthday.
This is why I fucking. Gotta change it.
Sorry, bro. I'm really sorry for that. I take full blame for that one.
No, it's fine. It just.
I was gonna say, did you see Speed and that Receba dude at the World Cup?
Yeah.
I like that. Like little combo was like, I don't know what random. Like. I'm interested by Speed's like rise has been like really interesting because it's like people want to give him everything and like it's. But nobody wants to give him everything because at the same time they know he's kind of probably just like this glass cannon where like if he does blow up and someone like because he nearly had that shit because he said konnichiwa to a Chinese guy, didn't he? And then,
no, it's because he was like ching chong chow after or some shit like that.
I'm pretty sure he also said konnichiwa and he's not Japanese.
No, and the guy was like I'm Chinese and then he was like whatever ching chong or something like that. I think that's why they got mad. I don't think the konnichiwa mattered as much because how were you?
That is still ignorant.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying.
But
it's
how
like,
am I supposed to know which fucking?
I know. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I'm not moaning at him.
It's like someone comes up to me and goes, "Oh, you're Bosnian, hey."
Yeah, I know. But like, if they no, it's not like that though. It's not.
It is.
No, it's not. It's not.
It is because you're just saying okay. It's if to
a Japanese person.
No. Okay.
It's not like that.
Okay.
And Japanese people do look different.
All right. No. Ready? Someone comes up to you and goes, "Buongiorno, get it," and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
They thought I was Italian.
Yeah. Yeah, but actually, do you know what would be? No, because you're kind of the gross one. So it would like be going to an Italian and speaking to them in Serbian.
I'm the gross one. Oh, yeah, me going up to be like, hey, brat. And they're like, what?
He's like, ugh. No, that's actually what it would be like, bro.
Sorry.
No, I know. I'm not actually playing that. I'm just saying it is still insensitive just to go like play like just go. Oh, you must be Japanese because you know like you look like that. It is still, but I'm not saying you should be like fucking cancelled for it. Probably the ching chong stuff is probably a lot worse than anything else, right? Yeah. So but like he does that shit, but he's so like I think at the end of the day. You can clearly see
a great man once told me black people can't be racist.
You can also just see he like I don't think he has unpure intentions looking from the outside. Like can you tell the difference with people with you can
it's
see
hard to say with Speed because I think with Speed a lot of it is a character.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, but
so I don't know how much of it.
No, but that's what I mean. But like even like looking from the side, it's a character like that has been molded by him, right? So I don't think looking at that character, looking at him, like and what he's done and like how he's built the character, I don't think he has ill intentions on anyone. Like he gets really involved in like other shit. Like he gets involved in like the whole English community. He gets he was talking about how much he does like love anime and he does he's very inclusive for someone who is like the character that he's built. So like it's not. You have to look at it and it seems quite pure, the character, as much as it's like weird to say that because he's so crazy.
And also, I'm so annoyed that his World Cup song was honestly way more catchier and I still remember it more.
I don't. I just remember the World Cup. Like, that's
but sing me the actual World Cup song.
I don't know. Yeah, but like, yeah.
Can I just say this?
We have to
he had the People's World Cup song. I bet you the lines.
Didn't Jason Derulo have it?
Something like that. I bet you the lines will blur, right? I bet you in a few years, in 10 years or so, when we remember this World Cup, we'll be like, remember the World Cup song? And we'll be like, World Cup. And we'll actually think it was that one.
Probably. I've not heard one person say the Jason Derulo one.
I don't even know what it goes like.
Yeah. I don't know one
I don't
person
know
that
what
likes
it's
Jason
called.
Derulo.
But you know what I remember? Africa.
Yeah,
that was a banger.
That was.
Like I could listen to that just now. Like this
Before, because obviously the World Cup
Fuck the
final is
World Cup.
this weekend. Who you got in the final? We'll be watching it together. Who's your pick? I want score prediction. I want goal scorers.
Look,
bro.
man.
I want in depth. Because hey, if it happens, we can go viral.
Fulvi.
Yeah,
Viral.
if we predict like the exact like scorers.
Okay.
I see these go crazy all the time.
2-1 for Argentina.
Damn
Messi
it, that was-
scores one.
Well, you think Argentina's winning?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Messi scores one, and
You're a
what's
hater,
that
bro.
kid's name? That
Julian
plays for Man
Alvarez?
City.
Julian Alvarez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them two will score, and on the other side, Mbappe will score.
Pretty standard prediction, I'd say. Pretty
Right,
standard.
but I think that's just the way it goes in those extreme games.
Yeah, like I can't put it like the thing is like I think everything's kind of written for Messi at the moment.
Right,
Like, it
and
just
I
seems-
hope he does, because you know how crazy would that be? His whole career, it was one absolutely
everything.
He has won absolutely everything.
Mm. And also he's 35.
It's his last World Cup.
He's
If
35.
he wins this, dude, it ties off. Do you know what it will prove? That you're at the okay. I think the Argentinians, for a while, I think as much as they were proud of Diego Maradona, I think a part of them probably felt like, damn, like our legend is tainted.
Mm. Yeah.
Because all the mafioso she was involved with, all the coke,
Yeah.
all the fuck shit he did,
Yeah.
all the things he...
Yeah, he was a wild man.
Right. And then they got...
They still do chant about him. They love him.
Obviously,
Yeah, they love
right?
him,
Especially
yeah,
now that
yeah.
he's dead. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But do you know why I think they love him even more now? Because...
Because they've got like a Messiah who
Right? So
who also-
Diego
but also is the complete
polar
opposite. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, complete
So what I'm
opposite
saying is,
human
the reason they respect Diego even more now is because there is a Messi. Because they got another great, like, okay, if you name the top 10 footballers of all time, there's two Argentinians.
Well, in my opinion, they've got the top two in terms of actual pure footballers. Like in
Oh, yeah,
terms of
skill,
what, like
skill,
who can do whatever they want. They've got top two. Like and like that it's like that is bizarre for have like 'cause
right?
in terms
and the
of
fact
like,
that they're polar opposites.
yeah.
Diego was the entertainment guy, the guy that was involved with parties.
He
the
loved.
weddings.
He's more of a Ronaldo now than Messi. Like
right.
Yeah.
While
it's
Messi
crazy.
doesn't speak to me, doesn't do this, just dedicated, doesn't seem like I don't even know if he drinks or not. You don't.
Do you know that's?
don't.
Do you know that's? Well, actually, probably Ronaldo probably doesn't drink. Ronaldo doesn't probably fucking.
Yeah.
To be fair, like he's super like that. But like the craziest thing to me, that's why I like him so much, is because it is just fucking mystique. Right. Like, who he is as a person, nobody fucking knows.
No one
and
knows.
like the idea, like because I sit here and I think. I just don't have any.
What if he's?
I don't have any mental strength to do that. Imagine,
Right.
imagine you, right? Imagine you, the person you are today,
Yeah.
and you go, right, I'm gonna build a fucking career out of being the best at something, and I'm gonna practice every day to the point where I'm not gonna speak to people. My social skills are gonna go to fucking nothing, and I'm gonna like I won't learn. I'm not gonna learn language.
But
I'm not gonna
that's-
and I'm gonna be the best in the world at something,
Right.
right? And then you get to a stage where you're the best. You're there. You've completed everything.
No, you haven't.
But
Hasn't won the World
no.
Cup.
But at the same time, you don't go. Okay, now I'm gonna go start. My brand, like what Ronaldo's done. Ronaldo got to that
Right.
top and was like, okay, now it's my
Well,
brand.
because Ronaldo.
Now he builds, right? But he was still like, no, it's not done.
Yeah.
I want that. I want it to be complete. And like the tunnel vision of that is, I know he's autistic. You can tell. Like it is what it is. And like, to be fair, greatness comes from autism, so it's fucking it's fair. But like the fact that he still just goes, no, I'm not fucking dealing with all that shit. I've got one goal in my mind. There's just some unbelievable respect I have for that, because the greats of the greats have that kind of like tunnel vision on something.
Well,
like,
yeah, it's
the inventors, like
it's
fucking
the willingness.
Tesla do.
Nikola Tesla.
Like,
it's a willingness.
the same
it's a-
shit.
You know what I always say? It's the willingness to sacrifice everything else around you.
Yeah, and truly everything. Like truly everything. Like Ronaldo
think he-
sacrifices a lot,
Right.
but not truly everything.
Well, I think Ronaldo still. I think Ronaldo still sacrifices as much time but it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
It's not all exactly dedicated to football. It might be it's just dedicated to Ronaldo.
Yeah, definitely.
The Ronaldo
Yeah.
brand, the Ronaldo
story.
this, Ronaldo,
Just
the whole
everything,
story. Yeah, exactly. So
It's
like,
everything, yeah.
I don't. The difference between Messi and Ronaldo is.
Do you know
Messi-
what's
you know what I'm
also-
going to say? I think this will perfectly summarize both. When their documentaries come out, Ronaldo's documentary, Ronaldo's going to have a say in it. Ronaldo's going to do this. Ronaldo's going to do that. Ronaldo would have thought of doing
Yeah.
the documentary already. People recording him.
Yeah.
Messi's documentary is going to be made by someone else.
Yeah, 100%. Also, do you think, right, if Maradona wasn't Argentinian, do you think Messi would have had like just a completely different trajectory in terms of who he is as a
think
footballer?
so.
Because Ronaldo doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Ronaldo doesn't have this Portuguese icon above
Oh,
him.
Raul.
Well, no, Raul's Spanish.
Was he?
Raul, the Spanish striker. No, the person
Are you
he would have
sure
is
he's Spanish,
Eusebio.
dude?
Eusebio is this Portuguese fucking legend.
Are you
Eusebio.
sure Raul? Am I wrong?
Raul's Spanish and also like not even that much older than Ronaldo.
Dude, I swear.
Raul's only like 8 years older than Ronaldo. They played together.
I know they played together in was he Spanish? Yeah, he is. I'm an idiot. What was that? Yeah, I guess there's not.
Eusebio is the biggest Portuguese icon in
Yeah,
that sense,
yeah.
in terms of, but like he's nothing on Diego Maradona. Like,
Right.
in terms of maybe he is, but like I don't know, like in terms of who Ronaldo looks up to, like that way.
Exactly,
But,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but would you say that based on the top players right now, majority of their idols is Ronaldo?
Nah, most footballers all say Messi's the best.
Not saying who's the best.
Oh, in terms of, yeah. So, but like if you look at it,
That's what I'm saying. You're
100%.
idolizing him for different reasons.
No, you idolize him because his story is possible. You can do that.
Well, not just even his story is possible. He's created a long last. Like, I think the
Yeah,
difference.
but you could no, but that's literally it. You can't recreate what Messi has done. You
Right.
cannot do it.
Right.
Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, he did it.
Right, yeah.
He did it very fucking well. At periods, he was better than him. But like, he just didn't have the longevity. I think you look at him and he fucking got tired of it.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't care anymore. He just wants to go play golf. So like, I think people look at Ronaldo and think, fuck. Like that's inspirational. I can do that. Like they all like in the like blinker of my mind, I can do that. Like, and that's why people look up to him. You don't look up to Messi and think I can do that because you're thinking, fuck, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck am I gonna fucking do like
that.
how am I gonna do the shit he does? Like maybe like if you're like majestic like that, you think that.
Yeah.
But like you're already like cutting out fucking 99% of the people.
Right.
So like I think it's just not possible to like idolize him in that way. Which is you're right in that case. That's why people like Ronaldo that way.
Yeah.
It's
Because
possible.
he made the dream look real.
Yeah, and it's just purely hard work,
And not just
which
dream-
is something
and look,
you can.
and not just
That's the Ronaldo argument as well. By the
Yeah.
way, is that you can respect the hard work.
Right.
That like at the end of the day, someone
Yeah.
is just skillful
Yeah.
and like it's a joke,
Right.
and like he works so hard
Right.
to the point where people were arguing it.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah.
you know, like that is fucking something unbelievable.
Yeah.
There is something unbelievable in that, and he has to have all the credit in the world
Yeah.
because like he's messing with the greatest athlete of all time.
Could you say that's kind of like what you could look at the same argument with like LeBron and Jordan?
Yeah, 100%. Like not
Ronaldo is LeBron.
not to that not to that extent, because like I don't think there's a problem with American sports where, and like basketball isn't, I know it's not like American, but like it's the biggest producer of it.
Well, yeah, the NBA is the
it's the one.
It's hard to say if it's the best league because I don't really know. I don't watch the other leagues, so I couldn't say.
No, but it's also
But
a problem with
it's the most
American.
mainstream
It's a
league.
problem with American sports where like they think they're the best because they're the only ones that does it, and that's not true.
Right.
So like that's the problem where like at least I have when people compare like the greatest of all time athletes. Like in my opinion, it's Messi by far, and it's not even a debate. Like because if you're looking at a global sport, everyone in the world plays football.
Yeah.
But like not everyone plays fucking NFL when you call in, or like whatever Tom Brady fucking plays. Like yeah, he's fucking good at it, but like I reckon if you open that pool to the whole world, someone from fucking Romania is probably going to be fucking sick at it. You know?
Right,
There's
yeah.
going to be some freak of a fucking machine
Well,
who
just
can
kinda
ditch
like,
a ball fucking like on a sixpence, and you're like, oh wait, he's probably better. And
Kind of
it's
like
you know?
MMA evolved as a sport.
Exactly. And that's
At
when
first there was a lot
that's
of
when
American champions, and then the
Yep.
Brazilians came with the jiu-jitsu, started dominating.
Yeah, 100%. You see all these people. Like now, you've got these fucking Russians coming in, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" Everyone just has
Slavs. Slavs are coming through now. Yuri
just-
was the champion.
Everyone succumbs to
Jan.
because you're fucking got some stupid shit in the water over there, like and fucking you're not cleaning
Well,
it.
what we have in the water is fucking
Mud.
no chemicals, cunt, from being bombed so many fucking
Yeah,
times.
and it makes you superhuman, bro.
Yeah, it makes
you
cunt
superhuman.
fucking,
And like,
makes cunt silly.
I love seeing that. I love seeing like American sports go like worldwide because you see like
Well, I don't think MMA's American sport per se.
no, but like UFC,
but
which
the
is
UFC
is
is the biggest
definitely
brand,
predominantly
yeah,
like Americanized, and like Dana's very American.
So something happened to me recently at work, right?
Alright.
I'm not gonna go into too much detail where I work, but all I'm gonna say is I do work in a customer servicey kind of place.
Yeah, somewhere where customer service is something you have to be mindful of.
And I got in trouble apparently. Well, not exactly trouble, but like I got told that to keep the swearing down.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because apparently some old lady came up to one of the managers and was like, I've never heard someone use the F-bomb so many fucking times. Da da da.
Did she say that in there?
But I'm just saying on purpose.
Yeah.
So fuck that fucking lady.
Yeah.
But that was a weird situation where I was like, okay. And I don't feel like I even said it that many times. And whoever I was talking to, you're not fucking part of that conversation, you old fucking bitch. And I hate it more than anything when people are like, you're supposed to be polite and have manners. Who said? Who fucking said? No, I'm not being serious.
Yeah.
Who fucking said? Who
Yeah.
fucking said?
Yeah.
Because as much as people are like, I need to protect, and if it's like, don't say it around my child, it's like, good luck protecting your child from the rest of the fucking world, you dumb cunt.
I was literally moaning about this last week to you. It's like, I hate when people don't bring your child into my fucking world if you don't want me to hear like what I have to say.
Maybe in the store no one's gonna say fuck, but you walk outside and some fucking cunt that's fucked off his head will start walking around like, you fucking dumb cunts, you fucking slut.
Well, also,
Tell
though,
him to shut up.
Also, like I understand. So I understand the store wanting to come speak to you,
right?
Because if I got that complaint about somewhere I'm working, and I own the store, I'd be like, hey man, like, can you?
Which I totally understood.
Yeah, but it's the old lady. It's the lady.
I was more pissed off at the lady.
Imagine being that, right?
The expectation of that.
Imagine being that self-righteous where you're hearing something, you're like, ooh,
and I'm gonna go complain. I can't believe. Yeah,
that mindset's crazy.
She was like, I can't believe the amount of F-bombs that came out of his mouth.
There's something I just don't like about old people like that. Hey, like, what are you trying to prove?
That's resentment, bro.
What are you trying to like?
What are you trying to fix?
Yeah,
you know
like,
what? It's those old people that didn't do shit and they didn't feel like they gave anything into like.
Is it okay to hate people? Is it okay to hate old people like that? Like just fucking.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck those old.
Like honestly, like
some old people deserve a few more years. Some old people just deserve.
Just
to
be
die.
happy, man. Just don't. If you're not gonna be
you can't
joyous.
be. You know why you can't be happy? Because you didn't live your life, and then when you get to that age, you're resentful, and you think, oh, you know what? I'll change now, and I'll be righteous, and I'll be right. And if I see something going on the street, I'll say something about it. I'll stand up for it. And it's like, you shut up and die. Just shut up and die, you old fucking rotting cunt. Because honestly, you bring nothing. The only old people I love are the ones that are like smiling at you, and they're like, some of the nicest old people I've ever served have even said the word fuck. Like, oh fuck, I forgot my wallet.
Yeah, no, they're free.
And laughed about it. Free-minded people. Normal. Fucking, they're not fucking saying anything. Like, and look, I understand when you work in the service, I understand my manager telling me and being like, alright, just keep it on the low, like, or be a little quieter. Fair enough. But the fact that someone actually went and complained.
Yeah, it's the complainer that's annoying. It's like
it's not like I even said it to her.
Yeah, I just don't get why people are like it. It's I guess gross. It's just gross. It's just gross. There's no other way to do it.
And all those old people that are like that should rot.
Yeah, 100%.
So I want to talk about something as well. Actually, I don't know if I did. I don't think I brought it up last episode. I think I skipped it. Remember how I said I had something real serious to talk about?
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
You didn't.
So this kind of involves old people, as in my ancestors.
It's actually weirdly cooled down in this room.
So my mum told me this another story. Remember how I told you my great grandma had to like run from the Nazis and stuff?
Yeah.
So a generation before her on my other side, so my granddad's granddad, right?
Yeah.
Right after World War I or something like that, he was getting chased out of his home by the people of that country at the time because they didn't want Serbs in there. I'm not going to say which country. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, one of them.
Because I just don't want to stir hate. There's no reason to stir
hate.
hate.
Yeah, I understand.
I have nothing to... the reason I can even say these stories and just be like, whoa, that's fucked, and hold no grudge is because I don't really care.
Mm.
Because it happened in the past. There's nothing to do with me or the current people that live in that country. So anyways, he
Very
had to
noble
leave
of
that
him.
country because of some, religious and political reasons. And then they came to his house or whatever, and like he didn't want to leave, and they basically were like, okay, if you want to leave, like we'll just make you leave. And the way they made him leave was by taking both of his daughters and like killing them in front of him.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I was like, when my mum told me that, I was like, whoa.
That's some different type of like you.
That's because okay.
At that point, right,
Your
you might as
parents
well
getting
kill
killed
me.
in front of you is pretty fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
But you killing my kids right in
You
front
might
of
at
me,
that point you might as well kill me, right?
Right?
You might as well. I'd fight back. Like,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
dying
yeah.
then.
I'd fight
I'm
back.
dying.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'd
there's
fight
no
back
point.
and just kill me. Yeah,
Yeah.
kill me if you're gonna
Yeah.
kill them. May as well be dead.
Yeah. Like
And that trauma, but he lived on because he had more kids.
yes, okay, yeah. If you have
Had to
more
live with
kids,
the other kids.
if you have more kids, that's fucked.
2 of the other kids survived. So
Yeah,
like
jeez.
I don't know. I think they were gone somewhere or something like that. I don't know the rest of the story. All I know is that traumatic aspect
They were
of
buying
it.
smokes down the road,
Mate.
shops.
Whatever they was doing, keep doing.
Yeah, fuck. That's
Bro,
crazy.
but that's when I heard that. Whenever I hear stories like that and realize that he still kept living, I always go, man, like nothing that happens to me is worthwhile.
Yeah, nothing that's gonna like.
Worthwhile in like lamenting over it,
Yeah,
kind of like brooding over
yeah,
it, being
yeah.
like, "Fuck off, my life is terrible." Like
That's what I always
Man.
think, man. I always think that like as much as it's the Gary V approach to shit, like of like, do you still have fucking working legs?
Yeah.
You know, like it like I do it all the time, and I've done it for ages. Where like I always say to myself, "What's the worst thing that could happen to me?" I go broke. Honestly, that is the worst thing that could happen to
possibly,
me.
yeah.
Oh no, I have to start again. Like what the fuck?
That's
is the
actually not the worst. The worst thing that happened to you is like you probably get like fucking,
I'm homeless.
not homeless. Fuck homeless, dude. You lose like a few limbs or some shit. It makes life harder. Because then
At that point, I'd probably kill myself.
right.
If I lost limbs, I'd probably end up dying. There's no, it's just not, I'm not fucking wobbling around the place. Yeah, it's, sure. I'm just not wobbling around.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
place.
yeah.
You know, like I'm not. I've got to then hire someone to take care of me, and I don't want that. I don't want someone taking care of me.
Right.
I don't want to put that burden on other people that I know they wouldn't want to do it for me.
Right.
Like, you know, deep down, like I know because I wouldn't want to do it for someone.
It's you feeling bad for the suffering they might be caused. Like
yeah,
that might be caused
yeah,
upon them.
yeah, and it's just like I wouldn't want to do it.
It's just like if I had really bad dementia, I'd just like, if I came to my senses at like even one point of the day, I'd be like, get me euthanasia. Like I don't want to like.
Yeah.
I've seen my grandma take care of my great grandma while my great grandma had like real bad dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff.
Yeah.
And it got close to the end. It got real bad. She was like vomiting and shitting herself.
Yeah.
And my
That
grandma
point
had
is
to, like,
that's
change
just
it.
yeah.
And she didn't remember who she was sometimes. Like she would be like, she would like sometimes call out my mum and my name.
Yeah.
And we weren't even there. She was just remembering us because we used to live with her when I was like from like 4 months to like
I think there's got to be a stage where they do
5 years old. So she was remembering living with. She was even calling out her husband, which was alive back then.
I think
You know
at
what I
that
mean?
point,
Like-
at that point when people are doing that, there has to be a level where you just go, okay, that's enough.
That's
Because it's cruel. It's cruelty then at that point, right? Like it's like
I'm suffering by realize like a lot of those people. You know what I noticed? Like when I used to work in like especially Telstra, I had like a few customers with dementia, and it just gets sad because some of them are like the dementia and Alzheimer's hasn't hit them so hard yet, so they're aware of their waning mind. They're aware that they're like, oh, sorry, I'm just. They'll do this. They'll be like, oh, sorry, I just forgot. Like, oh. And it would just be like, man, fuck, that's rough.
yeah, it's sad. I see it. I've seen
That's
it a lot
what
as well.
really ate me away when I worked at that job was like seeing that on a daily basis or seeing people that were aging and just like deteriorating and just being like, man, like
HGH, son. Get me on that
It's
HGH. I reckon. Do you reckon that does improve like that kind of shit as well?
I think it does because you're in a community, you're with people around your
No,
age.
HGH, like the drug.
Oh, what?
The like
I thought you said elders. Age. What's? Fuck, it doesn't matter.
HGH is the like growth hormones. Like,
yeah,
the-
fuck, it would help. Like
yeah.
I just
It's
get
kinda
get fucking cell injections. You know,
Yeah.
stem cells.
I feel like I've got to because I want to be able to remember shit. At, like, at that
Yeah,
age,
yeah, 100%. I'll
But,
be
like-
on every drug possible.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what's healthy. I'll just look into it like crazy when I'm like in my 30s. Just fucking.
What
start
if they
looking.
told you heroin is the only thing that will keep your memory?
At that honestly, at that point, I wouldn't mind going out by heroin if I'm that
Would
old.
you,
yeah?
if you're that old and you had like one day left?
Yeah, just like fucking jacked up, like feel it. Yeah, I think that's fine, right? Like that's absolutely fine.
Because I'm not ruining anyone's life now.
And if it's as good as everyone
Or
says it
mine.
is, if everyone says it's really good,
killer.
like
Probably
then I want to go out that
right?
way, right? Like I
Or
want to
even
go out.
like fuck, like even hit me with like fuck heroin. Hit me with morphine or something as well.
Yeah, give me all the shit, bro.
Give
Make me feel
give
good.
Triple.
Give me
Triple
yeah.
sec.
Yeah.
So I saw this the other day. So Drake made a necklace of 42 different engagement ring diamonds
Oh yeah.
because of the 42 previous engagements that he could have had, that he thought about. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so he's had
Thought about
42.
That's
women.
a lot. That's a
It's
lot.
a lot of women you want to think you thought about marrying.
Yeah, that shows that I think love.
But when you
isn't
live
real.
that life, man, it's
No, but it shows that love isn't real. Like you can love lots of people. Like you can just.
Oh, you mean true? Like one? Like
Yeah.
this is my soul.
Yeah. That's all bullshit. Like you can love so many people. And as much
Shut
as
up.
it's really shitty thing to say,
Shut
people are replaceable. It's really
They
sad. It's
are.
not, and I don't mean that in a
Dude,
bad way, but
because it's like the universe is infinite, right?
Yeah.
So if you just believe that also means that possibilities with different people are infinite,
100%.
right? So like I can meet someone that I'm so deeply in love with here, and then I go across the world and I meet someone exactly the same as them, but with just the tiniest tweak.
Yeah, and then they speak a different language.
Yeah. And they're better for me just because of that tiny little tweak.
Maybe, yeah. You won't ever know because you probably won't know them as well.
Yeah.
But that's the thing as well. You like someone more when you know them more, which is something to do with like getting to
sometimes-
know someone.
and you
So it's like
know,
that's
is-
not even. But that's not even a personality
Right.
trait. That's
And-
just you knowing them.
And sometimes acceptance and like falling in love with someone straight after a while of being with it is another thing that only time can bring.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you might look at something about a person and be like, I don't dislike that, but it's just like a nuisance sometimes.
Yeah.
And then as you get to know them more and you fall in love with them, you're like, I like that about them.
Yeah.
That makes them them.
Yeah. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know?
You grow to love like the things that you don't love,
Right.
which is so like
Strange.
Which isn't that proves that love isn't what like
It's
the
a-
thing that people think it is.
Right.
It's like this. It's thing that grows with you.
Love is only a feeling.
Love is only a feeling.
I love that song, and it's true. It's very true.
It is.
So I had like one more thing or two more things. Yeah. So there's a show that I saw that came up on Tim Dillon's podcast. He was talking about. It's called MILF Manor,
Ooh.
and as in manor, as in not like magic manor, or as in like manners. Manor as in like a large house.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
And the concept of the show, right?
I think
is
I've heard about this.
The concept of the show is these MILFs go to the show with, I think, their like son or daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
Sons. Sorry. With
Yeah,
their
okay.
sons.
Yeah.
Right. And basically, what happens is, it's legitimately that song. I'm a mother lover, you're a mother lover. We should fuck each other's mothers.
So
We
it's
should
just
fuck each
mums
other's
and
mothers.
sons getting on. Honestly,
And you're there watching your mum like basically hook up with this like guy.
I
that's,
wouldn't
like,
be able to do that. I think I wouldn't be able to do that.
While you're fucking his mum.
I wouldn't be able to
or
deal.
some
I wouldn't
shit
be able
like
to deal with just having a hot mom.
I wouldn't be able. Why am I watching this 20 like this guy that's my age ram the fucking or
Yeah.
like my mum like hooking up with him and him like rubbing a
There's-
cunt like, in
not,
front of me.
Not happening. Not
That's
happening.
so weird.
So weird because you've got to have some sort of like.
Even if I had healthy parents, I wouldn't want to see them doing shit like that.
100%. No, I don't want to see any of that shit. I don't want to see my mum doing it. I could see my dad doing something. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
If he
that
was,
would be
if
cool.
he was throwing dick, I wouldn't
And
give a
that's
shit.
that double
Would
standard.
not give a shit. But I would not be able to see my
okay.
mum.
Let's say your dad and your mum just like a divorce. You wouldn't want to watch your dad fuck another woman in front of you. Right?
I wouldn't care.
From the get-go.
I wouldn't care. Oh, yeah, but like right at that second, obviously not.
Well,
But
yeah,
that's
you
not-
wouldn't
but that's not
catch your
because-
dad. And,
But no, that's not because of the fact that like I don't want to see him fucking. That's
well,
because
yeah,
I don't want to see
breaking the
emotional.
sacred thing.
Yeah. It's more like if it was like a year on.
Yeah,
and I
you
see
wouldn't
him-
care anymore.
And
yeah,
I wouldn't give a
yeah,
fuck if
yeah.
he's slinging dick. Go for it, brother.
Yeah.
But like but like if it's like if it's my mum even a year on, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see none of that shit. I don't want anything to do with any of that.
That'd be weird.
That's sacred. That's sacred. That is sacred. That's
so
that's a connection that it needs to stay innocent.
Right.
Thank you.
Speaking of someone staying innocent, guess what happened today?
Gunner.
Well, free Gunner, thank God. Free Young Thug as well eventually, but thank God Gunner's out.
Yeah.
But Tory's
Tory.
DNA was not found in the gun.
Do you know what's crazy, right?
So guess what? That bitch lied!
Do you still think
Y'all worshipped her!
She was still saying that someone shot her, right? Yeah. But I still don't think I saw her like at all with any gun marks.
She's insane, bro. She's crazy.
I didn't see any guns. Crazy. I didn't see she surely wouldn't have been able to walk for months.
Well, apparently the doctor that treated her found glass in her leg, so there was no gunshot wounds. I think she fabricated the whole story just because she felt like 12.
Do you think she got shot at?
I think someone definitely did shoot. I just don't think she was I don't think she was shot. I don't know. I think something happened between her and her friend Kelsey, and they don't want to imprison either of them. So, they don't want to imprison each other, but they're not going to stick up for each other either. So it's kind of like it's a weird. She fabricated the story against Tory because she probably thought her and Kelsey could fix the relationship, but because of all the shit that came out after, her and Kelsey didn't fix the relationship. So when they did give Kelsey the immunity, Kelsey actually fucked up the fabricated story because Kelsey didn't want to lie anymore with Meg. So
fair enough. You've dug deep into this.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I've been listening to the court case like a summary every day. It's been interesting. I like when shit like that.
It's crazy, yeah. Fair play
just
to
because I
Tory
like
Lanez.
court cases and how law works and to see like what the fuck actually happened. Because I always had a feeling that nothing happened with Tory and her. That Tory didn't.
Yeah, I've been saying it for ages. I have been putting my neck out.
Fuck that line, bitch. And
I'm not.
Everyone that supported her, haha. As Kanye once said, gotcha.
Yeah, I fair play to Tory. I think like he's done a lot.
He stood 10 toes and he proved the fact that he didn't shoot her and that's just a
But
lie,
also
bitch.
he never really spoke much shit about her. He never I didn't see much. He didn't like.
Well, he made like a love album about her a little bit after like basically like some of the songs that he made were like sad ones like, oh, you betrayed me. Like he made a whole album saying that she lied.
Yeah, but like but he didn't ever do like the fucking you're like he didn't fucking go bad on her. It was kind of like
it kind of was like disappointment.
It
wasn't like you're a bitch.
Yeah, that's what I felt from it as well. Anyway, I was gonna say on that note,
well, Drake said it the best. She lied about her shots, but she's still a stallion.
Yeah, wasn't that like I remember? Did you watch?
He said that it was like talking about BBL and stuff.
Yeah,
we all know Drake.
Obviously, I know. Yeah.
Drake is the king of subliminals.
Well, yeah,
because you know why he does subliminals? And that's you know how you hate. I think you like hated on him one time saying like, oh, why is he so subliminal? Why doesn't he be direct? It's because he's at the top.
No. I don't mind that. The ones that make me really interesting is like the X ones.
Oh,
the X ones are really strange,
especially the latest one.
Yeah, I heard it. It's just like it's also just kind of like, is that a brag? Because like I don't know, because like I think
it's one of the I think if it's true that it's one of the craziest, most scariest subliminals ever.
Yeah, and there's a part of
because
me that
it's like you know why it's so scary because it's like that. It's like the American Psycho thing. It's like I'm telling you I'm doing it. I'm telling you I've killed these people, but I'm the good guy, so no one believes it because everyone's like, Drake wouldn't be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you I'm doing it, but I'm also being like, it's just subliminal towards something else.
Do you think he would have? But he's not him. It's not obviously him, but it's his people. Like he didn't go with the gun. He didn't. So like,
look, man, I don't.
So which actually in that case, nah, is a bitch because if he's saying that, but he actually wasn't the guy doing it. Even if it's your people, I don't give a fuck.
I don't think you're a bitch. I honestly think that's even.
No, if you did it with the gun, then if he was the guy with the gun, that would have been.
It's way more gang. I think it's.
It's way more gangster if he was the one that shot him, and now
that's
he's
way more. No, that's way more like courageous.
Yeah, and
I think you're more mafioso when you say the thing you said. If we're looking at gangster, you're in the drive-by shooting. You the gangster for sure, right?
Yeah.
It's way more mafia.
Yeah, but I don't.
If I'm like, hey, if someone walks up to my table and they're like, what do I need to do? And I'm like, You need to do what you need to do, Louis. And then he walks away from the table, and then he
No,
comes
he's
back
the
3
gangster.
hours.
No, he's the
And then he
gangster. And
comes-
you're like,
No,
you're-
he's the gangster.
yeah.
But I'm the mafioso.
Yeah, but I'd like he's the cool. I'd respect him more. I respect my boy, especially if he was.
Okay,
spent
all right,
well.
okay, all right, cool. Same. Okay, so basically, you're saying I'm a Nazi soldier that's running at people and killing him and raping these women, and I'm Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah, he has more
Cool.
respect.
I'll be Hitler.
He has more respect.
I'll be Hitler.
He has more respect.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
That's
We'll end on that.
That's cool. Yeah, we're into that. You're a Nazi soldier that's committing the crimes, and I'm just a guy at the top.
I'm
just
not.
a brass at the top.
I'm not saying I am that, but I respect him more than Hitler
Okay.
because his life's at risk,
Yeah, for sure. That's
and he's
cool.
doing what he has to do to
Yeah,
put
you
food
do
on the
your
plate.
little porn.
Yeah, 100%.
You
100%.
do. Yeah,
I'm not a bad person.
If I want,
I'm a good person.
I'm a good person. I just did the things. I just did the cruel things because that big guy at the top said it.
Yeah. Because I was gonna die if I didn't.
Yeah, look, man. On the
I have an
table, when
excuse.
we're looking at a chess table, if we're
Excuse.
looking at a chessboard, I'm the king and you're just. The
I think in that situation, I'm
pawn.
like more of a horse at least. Come on.
Nah.
I'm not a pawn. No, because the pawns are like the guys. I wouldn't. The pawns don't get into Hitler's office. Come on. I'm a horse guy. I'm the horsey.
The horsey. You know what? I'll leave you.
Are you
the
moving L's?
you just take common L's. You're moving L's for sure. Yeah, okay. We're ended on that, but we need to give our
Yeah, Sunday Select.
select.
Mine's I Admit It by R.
That's
Kelly.
deep. You admit it?
By R. Kelly.
Oh, that
Part
one.
two.
The one where he's like, what did he say? He's like.
It doesn't matter if she's like if she's like.
Is this still?
like-
I don't think. I
no,
think
it's
they
on.
took it
It's
down
only
the
on streaming services. You can probably find it if you search it on Twitter. But I mean,
Can we play that?
Nah.
Yeah, we can.
Maybe.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
because
he's
it's not
gonna
on
have any
streaming
labels.
services.
He's not
No,
gonna have
it's
any
not
labels.
right. He's not winning any royalties
Yeah,
from
so
it.
just have a look at I Admit It Part 2. I think it's I Admit It Part 2 that has the wild shit. But yeah, crazy, hey, from him to just double down like that. Like, I didn't even know he was still alive. I thought he was like in jail and shit. I imagine he is, but like, was he still fighting the case?
No, he's still in jail, dude.
Yeah, okay. So
Who
he just
told you
released
that?
that from jail.
It's on the YouTubes. Can we play it?
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna play it.
Or just skip to us, like,
How do I know when?
do you know what's crazy as well? Like, I watched this dude reacting to his like album, and he was kind of head bobbing.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it's like some of the
beats
songs
good.
are still like he's
The
like,
deliveries are good. It's just the context of the song.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
saying some.
But anyway, yeah, stop that now.
Yeah,
I
couldn't find
my
it. But,
my actual song is
I would have really stood up if I was if you were a real G, you would have stood 10 toes on that song.
100%. My actual song is Gorilla by
bitch.
Lil Sims.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. So I have no real friend in this podcast, and you're a fake.
Is that your favorite song? Favorite Sunday Selects?
My Sunday select is Kinky Reggae by Bob Marley.
Cool. Peace out.
Thank you for watching. Peace.